Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby Beyond Forever Sport. And the news that we basically confirmed a couple of weeks ago has finally been announced, confirmed, signed, sealed, and is official. The Sharks have officially added 2 World Cup winners and a Springbok capped player to their squad for next season. And we're going to talk a little bit about all their signings, really, as well as their outgoings and whether they are all in all good signings, bad signings. I know this is a step in the right direction. Now, before we do that, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, within the last 48 hours, we have had final confirmation that Jason Jenkins will join the Sharks from Leinster, the former Bulls lock. He's obviously been playing over in Ireland for quite a while. Played for Munster, now currently at Leinster. Not really playing as much as he'd probably like to. I mean, I think that's probably a big part of his move, but he has officially confirmed the move to the Sharks. He was also in Japan for quite a while as well. He played just the one game for South Africa, but did play at South Africa schools. Sorry, under 20 rather, and great player. He is a really good player, and was part of the Springbok, potential part of the Springbok setup. Was called sort of the SAA side, and he's been on the radar. And I think this is a very good move for him, because coming and playing South Africa puts him on the radar for Esterhuizen and his coaching staff. I think it also is a good sign for the Sharks because he's not part of the Springbok squad right now. Means that he will be available, for example. So when we've had to see certain Springbok players being rested and stuff over the past season. So I think that's a really good signing for them. And I think that's probably, for me, probably the best signing, one of the best signings they've made of the part of the signs that they have been announcing. The other two, though, are Springbok World Cup winners. Esterhuizen officially completes his return to life down in Durban and back at the Sharks. The Sharks never basically replaced him, to be honest. He was in red hot form when he did leave, and they tried. They looked at different players. For example, Janssen van Rensburg is departing. Francois Fent has been playing there. They have sold Maurice Lowe. They've had lots of different players play inside centre, but they haven't really been able to find someone that has been able to sort of provide what Esterhuizen did. It's a great signing for me. Obviously as a player, for example, you're getting an absolute world-class player in Esterhuizen, especially the form he's been in. Once again, a lot of Sharks fans are a little bit dicey about the whole availability, for example, and stuff, but I think that generally they can play. I mean, you look at, for example, the Stormers and how much they still can get out of Liebok and Willemsen and the likes, for example. If you can get it right, it's about squad rotation at the end of the day. And if you've got Esterhuizen playing in your clutch games, for example, that'll only help you. As we're having, for me, one of the most underrated props in World Rugby, Treyeza Inyakane, who can play both sides of the scrum. And the prop stocks are just ludicrous at Sharks when you think that they've got Intuka, you've got Ikuni Osterhuizen, you've got Vincent Koch, and now you've got Treyeza Inyakane and Oxen Chair as well. I mean, you've got Tuka and Oxen Chair as your sort of form, so your front row, loose heads. You then got called Trevor a tight end more than a loose head, but Trevor and Vincent Koch. You've got 4 players who have all played Springbok rugby in the last few years. Ikuni Osterhuizen has played plenty of rugby for Springboks, and that's before you even go to the likes of Ahana Yarkis, for example, who's signed a new contract. So very, very stacked at prop, which will allow them to rotate as needed and still be able to have a really strong front row. So all in all, 3 very good signings. But then let's have a look at the signings that they have done in general. So at the moment, the incomings are Esterhuizen, Jason Jenkins, Trevor Nyakane, Jordan Hendrickson, and Iman Tuka. So inside centre, lock, prop, fly half, and flank. They are losing Hiron Andrews to Sale Sharks. I think that's apparently a loan. So Jason Jenkins coming in there, but also reminded obviously that even Esterhuizen has to rest here and there. So Jason Jenkins adding to that lock stock. You then got Ryan Springboks, who's left, so it's an immediate replacement for Esterhuizen is an immediate replacement for him. LaRue Roots also at lock, so once again that's going to sort of justify the Jason Jenkins one. Bernard Koch has actually been announced as an official outgoing. He is joining Ulster. So interesting to see what they do on the wing there as well. But they've got so many options over there. So yeah, I think to be perfectly honest, I think Trevor Nyakane is probably suited to requirements. I don't think they're that desperate for another prop. I think that's one. There's one thing that the Sharks have got. They've got players in that front row, especially a prop. But you're not going to say no to Trevor Nyakane, are you? Who is getting on in years, but still has a good couple of years left in him. The experience, one of the best scrummagers in the world rugby when he's in form. He's demolished plenty of scrum. He turns 35 this year, so very much at the end of his career. And maybe that. Yeah, I think for me, I mean, you can see why Ahana Yarkis, for example, has been signed for a long-term contract because you've got Trevor Nyakane, who turns 35 this season. You've got Vincent Koch, who's also in his 30s. So at tight head, they are older players. I think he's 35, but I think Vincent Koch is actually the same age as Trevor Nyakane. So not young props by any means, but so it'll be interesting to see how they sort of start bringing through some younger tight heads. But yeah, what do you think of the signings? Do you think it's going to change the Sharks' fortune? Is it going to be another flop? But are there going to be players who are going to come in and not really be able to impact the Sharks the same way as maybe some of the other Springbok players have been able to in the past couple of seasons? Let me know down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.